Hello, this is Valerie from Victory Yoga. Welcome to your yoga practice. This week, we're working on the upper body. Anything from your torso, your back, upper back, neck, shoulders, the arms. We're all going to be trying to release tension and let go of anything that is kind of holding you and making you feel a bit stiff and fatigue. So we're going to start today into a sitting pose. So just any sitting pose that you feel comfortable, whether it's cross-legged or the legs extended in front of you. If you feel a little bit tight in the hips, you may want to sit on a block if you've got yoga blocks at home, or maybe you want to sit on a cushion or a blanket or a pillow just to elevate your hips to make sure you're comfortable. When you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes and just making sure your back is upright, your shoulders are back and down, relax. And we're just going to start taking a few deep breaths in and out through your nose. Just trying to arrive here in the present moment. Trying to bring the awareness, your focus on your breath. So we are trying to let go of any thoughts that can come to your mind right now. And maybe setting the intention for the next half hour or so to be fully present in the moment. Letting go of distraction, letting go of your to-do list, letting go of anything that is not serving you so we can stay present here. I'm going to take a deep breath in. We're going to bring our shoulders as high as we can, as close as possible to our ears. With the exhale through the nose, always we're going to roll the shoulders back and down. Deep breath in, shoulders up. Breath out through the nose, shoulders down. Do last round of this, inhaling up. And exhaling, slowly releasing. Okay, beautiful. Now from here, I invite you to gently open your eyes. We're going to start moving through our practice. So breathing in, bring the arms up as high as you can. Extend the elbows, bring your palms together. With the exhale, draw the hands in front of your heart center in a prayer position. Beautiful. Breathing in, arms goes back up. This time as we exhale, we're going to bring the right hand down onto the floor and find leaning position, leaning towards the left side, extending the elbows completely. Reach your hand as far forward towards the left side as you can. Make sure both sitting bones are still touching the floor. Nice. Maybe staying here, if that feels good for you, maybe you gaze up towards the inside of your left elbow. Nice. One more breath. Next, inhale, we're going up and over. Breathing in, we're going up. Breathing out, we're going the other way around. Walk your left hand as far towards the side as you can. Nice. And again, if you do want to raise your gaze towards the sky, you can do that. We're going back up with the inhale. Okay, we're going to swap the way our legs are crossing. So if you had your legs crossed, if you're kneeling, you can stay into a kneeling, just to make it slightly different. And then we're breathing in, the arms goes back up. Exhaling, hands in front of your heart. Beautiful. And again, breathing in, big movement of the arms, open your chest. With the exhale this time, we're going to twist towards the right side. So making sure your hand comes onto the outside of the knee and just applying a gentle pressure on the outside of your knee and maybe gazing back. Now, make sure the spine is long. You may want to have a hand behind your back. Breathing in, we're going to go back up. Arms goes up, hands reach high. And then we're twisting the other way around. Beautiful. And one more breath here. And then we're coming back towards the center. And hands in front of your heart. Okay, we're going to release the legs in front of us. Maybe have a little shake of the legs to release the pressure, the tension. And we're going to find our R4 from here. So you can bring the legs to the side or cross the leg, bring your hands towards the front. And finding your R4, so your knees are about hip width distance, your hands are about shoulder width distance. Nice. Now from here, we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to drop our belly down towards the floor. Open our chest, roll the shoulders back, and gaze up towards the sky. And then we're going to reverse that motion. And then we're bringing Our hips, pelvic tilted forward, navel towards your spine, shoulder blades towards the sky, and chin to chest. So finding this is our cat position. Breathing in, reverse into your cow. So drop your belly, open your heart, roll the shoulders back, inhale up, and release. Nice. We're going to do 2 more of each. You can go at your own pace, following your breath, breathing in into your cow and out into your cat. And last round. And release. Nice. We're going to come back to a neutral spine. You guys stay into your R4. With the next inhale, we're going to raise the right arm up towards the sky, finding a twist here, gazing up towards the sky. Nice. We're trying to really roll the shoulder away from your ear, back and down. Nice. You can either stay here if you want. You can bend the elbow, bring your hand behind your back, and maybe even either having the hand resting onto your lower back or maybe grabbing the top of your other thigh with your hand if that feels accessible. Feeling the nice stretch into your shoulder. And then we're going to release, bring the hand back up so the right hand reach high. With the exhale, we're threading the needle. So bring the hands all the way down to the floor. Relax your head and your shoulder onto the floor. Beautiful. Now keep your bum high for this one. Feeling the nice stretch maybe into your upper back. Maybe it's in your shoulder. If you want to deepen the twist here and the stretch, bring both your palms together, interlock your fingers and extend the elbows completely. And that will deepen the stretch. Last breath. And then we're going to release the hands. Bring your left hand back in front of your face. Press into the left hand to raise the right arm back up towards the sky. Open your heart one more time. And then we release onto the floor. We're going to go to the other side straight away. So when you're ready, inhaling, left arm goes up. And gaze up. Start by extending your fingertips are active towards the sky. Maybe you bend the elbow. Bring your hand behind your back, palm facing away from you. And maybe even grabbing the top of your thigh. Keep gazing up if that's accessible for you. If you feel it's too much for your neck, you're more than welcome to bring your gaze down. All right, we're going to release the hand towards the sky for one inhale. With the exhale, we're threading the needle again. So release the shoulder and the side of your head onto the floor, all the way down, squaring the hips. Now maybe you bring your palms together. If you did it onto the other side, interlock the fingers and extend your elbows completely. Beautiful. Last deep breath here. And then we release the hands. We're going to bring the right hand right in front of your face. Press into the right hand to lift the left arm up one more time. Nice. And then we release onto the floor. Perfect. From here, we're going to tuck the toes. So just tucking the toes, and we're going to sit back on our heels. So this is a really nice stretch for the arch of your feet. If you feel it's too much, it can become a little bit overwhelming. If that's the case, you're more than welcome to release and lift onto your knees or relax with the feet, the toes on tuck. If you're happy here, staying here, sitting onto your heel, we're going to breathe in and raise the right arm up towards the sky. Place it on the side of your head and really gently relax your right ear towards your right shoulder. Now here it's important that you don't press the hand against the head. We're just trying to relax here. You may want to close the eyes. And then the action here of bringing your left shoulder down towards the floor, maybe reaching the left fingertips towards the floor, will deepen the twist, will deepen the stretch. Nice. Taking a deep breath in here. You've got the option to close the eyes if that feels good for you. Now we're going to release the hand on the head, but keep the head tilted towards the right side. We're going to have a halfway tuck of the chin down, so we're not coming all the way down, but just tucking the chins, and now the stretch should be like kind of like in the back of your neck. And then we release the twist, the stretch. Nice. We're going to go straight toward the other side. If you want to take a little break, you can come onto your knees first and then sit back down. And then we lift the left arm, place it on the side of your head, and relax again your head towards your shoulder. Try to relax the shoulder down. Make sure you're not crunching the left shoulder. And reach the right fingertips towards the floor. Taking a few deep breaths in here. through the nose, always in yoga. And then we have a little tuck of the chin as we release the left hand down. Nice. And then we finally release the neck. Nice. Maybe you want to have 1 or 2 half rotation, just to release any tension. Maybe notice any crunchiness. Perfect. And then we're going to come back into our R4. So grounding your hands, your knees are about hip width distance. Maybe you release your toes, you want to move them a little bit because maybe it was a bit intense sitting on your heel. And then from here we're going to find our first downward dog of the day. So we're going to spread our fingers as wide as possible onto the mat and press your knuckles. So you're trying to make sure that the knuckles are not lifting from your mat. And from here we're going to tuck the toes and bring your hips over your heels and then lifting your hips, your sitting bones towards the sky. First downward dog of the day, I invite you to bend your knees as much as you need to help you lengthen the spine, lifting your sitting bones. Maybe you want to have a little bit of a paddle, bending one knee at a time to bring one heel down to your downward dog, what we call either walking your dog or paddling your downward dog. If stillness feels better for you, you may want to just stay still. If you want to have a little maybe swing of the hips left and right, that might feel nice. Good stretch on the side of your body. Okay, coming back to a neutral downward dog, we're going to start taking little step towards the front of our mat. So very little baby step. You can bend the knees as much as you need. We want to find a fall forward at the front of our mat. So we need to have the knees bend a little bit, and we're relaxing the top of the crown, the arms towards the floor. Maybe you want to interlock your arms, grabbing the outside of your elbows, and maybe even swinging left and right gently, or bouncing up and down, or moving your head less yes and no. Nice. Okay, we got one more breath in here. And then we're going to release the hands, fingertips on the floor or on your shin. We're going to find a halfway lift. So trying to bring our back up 90 degrees with our legs, and we roll the shoulders towards the sky and away from your ears. And exhale, we're coming back down. Relaxing everything down, top of the crown towards the floor, bend your knees. Again, halfway lift, extend your legs, extend your back. Straight spine. And relax. We've got one more halfway lift with the next breath in. Halfway lift. And release. Nice. Next inhale, very slowly, we're going to start unrolling our back. Very slow. Take your time. We unroll our back to come into a standing position. The head stays heavy until the end. And then we reach a standing position. We bring our arms up. And then join the palms together above your head, maybe gazing up towards your thumb. And exhale, hands in front of your heart center. Okay, we're going to start moving through some sun salutation to warm up our body a little bit. So breathing in, bring your arms up towards the sky, maybe gaze up. With the exhale, we're going to find a fall forward. So it's important to bend from your hips and coming all the way down to the floor as we relax, top of the crown towards the floor. Halfway lift, straight spine. Again, fingertips can be on the floor or on your shin. And then we're going to bend the knees as much as you need to ground your hands. Palms are touching the floor. We're going to step back into a plank position. Okay, keep your core engaged here. Nice. One breath in here. With the exhale, we're going to drop the knees down. Untuck your toes. Bring your elbows really close to your body as you come all the way down to the floor, Chaturanga Dandasana. Foreheads touch the floor. Breathing in, we find a baby cobra. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chest up, gaze forward, and maybe release the hands as you squeeze the elbows behind your back. Relax down. Going to do that once more. Breathing in, lifting up. Make sure your feet are not lifting from the floor, so the top of the feet is pressing against the floor. And we relax. Now for the last round, we're going to bring the fingertips wider than your mat onto the floor. The elbows are as high as you can. Breathing in, press into your fingertips, lift your chest up. With the exhale, bring your right shoulder towards the floor as you gaze back towards your heel under your armpit. Breathing in, we're going back up. And the other way around, gazing towards your heels. And again, inhale up. We do one more on each side at your own pace, following your own breath. Last round, inhale. And exhale. And then we go back up with the inhale. And then we're going to release all the way down to the floor. We're going to move our fingers a little bit to release any tension onto your fingertips. And then we're going to bring the hands back on each side of your rib cage. We're going to press into our hands to lift our chest. Come onto your knees, tuck your toes, and find your downward dog again. Okay, take a deep breath in here. In downward dog, you want to have your gaze towards your belly button, towards your navel. With the exhale, we're going to bend the knees. And again, you take little steps towards the front of your mat. And we find a fall forward. Relax your head down, interlock your arms. Nice. Release the hands, halfway lift. And relax. Next, inhale, we come all the way up to standing, reaching high, hands up. And hands in front of your heart, Samasthiti, releasing. We're going to do one more sun salutation. So bring your arms up towards the sky, inhale. With the exhale, find your release, you fall forward, tuck your chin in as you come down. We're moving slightly faster into our sun salutation, halfway lift, straight spine. Plant your palms, step back into your plank. Nice. And again, you can stay onto your toes if you want to. If not, drop your knees down, untuck your toes, coming knee, chest, chin onto the floor. And then baby cobra with the inhale, roll forward, lift your chest up, roll the shoulders back. And then tuck your toes, maybe lift your knees, and we're going into our downward dog. Maybe you press into your plank first, and then we go into our downward dog. Okay, 2 deep breaths into your downward dog. And as we exhale, we bend the knees, look between our hands, and we're taking 2 big steps towards the front this time if you can. If not, more than 2 steps. Halfway lift, release down. And then we come all the way up to standing, reaching as high as we can, and hands in front of your heart, Samasthiti. Okay, going to take just a few deep breaths here to reground. So bring your feet about hip-width distance, hands on each side of your body, palms facing forward. I invite you to close your eyes and just start taking a few deep breaths in and out through your nose here to reground. And maybe having a little scan of the body from head to toes, noticing how you're feeling. Coming back from relaxation, opening the eyes, we're going to start moving to a little bit more movement. So you can be facing the front of your mat. With the inhale, we're going to bring our arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Okay, from here we're going to find our chair pose, Uttakasana. So the big toes are touching. With the inhale, we squeeze the knees in and sit into our chair pose. So in chair pose, it's like as if we were actually sitting into our chair. We're trying to have the core engaged. We can have a look at our big toes. So make sure that you're not having the knees going further than your toes. So sit back into your chair. We're not going to stay here for too long. We're going to bring the right leg up and over the left leg, and either crossing the legs, having the toes touching on the floor. If you've got the flexibility to wrap your toes around your calf, you can do that. Then we're going to bring the right arm under the left arm and finding an eagle pose. Keeping your core engaged here. This can be a bit challenging when it comes to balance. Just staying here for a few deep breaths. Nice. One more breath, maybe lifting the elbows a bit higher, and maybe bring the hands a bit away from your face. Then we're going to release the arms up towards the sky. Bring your right knee as high as you can. And as we release with the exhale, bring the hands down, the foot goes onto the floor. We're going to do the same thing onto the other side. So first starting, going into your chair pose. So bend the knees and sit into your chair pose. Okay, either staying here if you want to go onto the other side, eagle pose. The left leg going to go up and over this time, and wrap your toes around if you can. If not, just keep your legs crossed, or maybe even dropping your left toes onto the floor. When you're ready, left arm comes under the right arm. Wrap your arms around, maybe bring the palms facing each other. Here it depends on your flexibility. You might not be able to bring your palms together, but that's totally fine. Maybe bring the elbows up, a bit higher. Nice. One more breath here. And then hands goes up. Left knee goes up. And we release and control everything onto the floor. Yes. Shake your legs a little bit. Finding the front of our mat again. We're going to find a fold forward. Breathing in, arms goes up. With the exhale, release all the way down to the floor. Top of the crown towards the floor. Going to stay into our fold forward a bit longer. So you may want to have the feet hip width distance. If they're not there, just bring them a little bit wider. Bring your hands behind your back, interlock your fingers, and then inhale, extend the elbows completely if you can, and start bringing the hands away from your back, so towards the front of your mat. This is a really nice stretch into your shoulder, trying to release the neck. Every exhale, we're trying to bring the hands a little bit more towards the front. Now, having the palm together for this one will deepen the stretch into your shoulders. You do not have to do that. You can have the palms apart. Nice. Release the hands onto the floor. Find a halfway lift. With the exhale, we're going to take a big step back with the right foot only. Big step back. We're going to ground the hands on each side of your left foot. So if you've got blocks, if you've got tight hips or tight legs, you may want to have your hands onto blocks here if you prefer. And then we're going to ground into the right hand and lift the left arm up to find a twist here. Keeping your core engaged, you're trying to roll the left shoulder back and away from you. Last deep breath. And then we're going to release onto the floor. Bring your left hand into the inside of your left foot. We're going to walk the hands towards the right side of your mat to find a wide leg fold forward. So we bring both the feet facing the right side of your mat. And then we want to try to plant the outer edge of your feet into the floor and lift from the inside of your feet. Finding a fold forward here, we're trying to relax the top of the crown towards the floor, making the head heavy. Any variation you want to take here, maybe you want to move left and right. Maybe you want to bounce up and down or just relax your neck down, moving, saying yes and no. And then we're going to walk our hands towards the back of our mat, towards the right leg. To find the other side runner's lunge as we weigh onto the other side. Readjust your feet if you need to. The front knee is bent, the back leg's active. Fingertips on the floor or ground your left hand, and this time the right arm goes up as we twist. Breathing here and extending your fingertips towards the sky. Nice. And then slowly releasing that hand onto the floor. We're going to walk the hands again towards the right side of our mat to find one more time your wide leg fold forward. Readjust your feet if you want to go a bit wider, or if this is too wide, you may want to walk your feet closer towards you. We're going to ground the right hand. Inhale, bring your left arm up towards the sky to find a twist. Breathing out, we're going to release the hand onto the floor. Swap the hands on the floor, and this time the right arm goes up. Breathing in, we go up. Breathing out, we go down. We've got one more on each side. Swap the hand on the floor. Inhale up. Exhale down. And last round, you can go at your own pace. You don't have to follow me. And release. Beautiful. Relax the top of the crown towards the floor. Okay. Find a halfway lift. Come onto your fingertips. Lift your heart up. And then we're just going to start walking the hands towards the front of our mat again. And then we're going to ground the hands and bring your left foot back into our plank, where we're going to drop the knees down. We're going to open them about mat wide. And then we're going to untuck the toes, big toes touching. Find your wide leg child pose. Relax your hips down. Extend your hands as far forward. And the forehead comes down. Now you got the option to either staying here into your wide leg child pose. Maybe you want to bring your hands in a prayer position behind your head to deepen the stretch into your tricep. We've got one more breath in here. And then we're going to release the hands. And we're just going to find our way laying down on our belly. So just shifting your weight forward. Find yourself laying down on your belly. And then we're going to bring the arms 90 degrees into your cactus arm. So we're going to go into a side of the shoulder stretch. So it's important that your elbow is 90 degrees and your arm is 90 degrees with your body. We're going to start with the right arm. And then we're going to roll onto the right side of our chest, our body. And maybe bring the left foot behind you and touching the tip of the toes behind you. You may want to release the side of your head onto the floor, so the right side of your head onto the floor. This is a really deep stretch into the front of your pec. So just take it easy. If it's too much to have the foot behind you, maybe you have it one leg on top of the other, or maybe having one leg forward. So just see how that feels here. We got one more breath in here, and then we're going to go back onto our belly, and then we're going to swap that twist. So this time bring your left arm, elbow 90 degrees, and then we're going to roll onto the outside of our leg, our body, and bring our right leg behind. Relaxing your head, taking deep breath. If closing the eyes help you relax, you can do that. And then slowly coming back on our belly. Taking one deep breath in here, relaxing your arms on each side of your body. You can bring your head towards one side. And from here, we're going to find ourselves laying down on our back. So you can come to a sitting if you want, or if you want, you can just come into your alpha or shuffle to find yourself laying down on your back with our knees to chest. Beautiful. Maybe you want to have a little rock of the knees, left and right. We're going to find some side twists. So we're going to drop the feet on the floor. We're going to shuffle the hips towards the right side of our mat. Both the knees are bent. We're going to drop the knees towards the left side of our mat. And we open our arms wide as we can, palms facing up. You may want to gaze into the opposite direction and your legs. So I'm gazing towards the right side, towards my right hand. If you don't have the space to have the arms completely open, you can bend the elbows 90 degrees to find your cactus arms. Last deep breath here. And then we come back towards the center. Shuffle your hips, this time towards the left side. And we drop the knees towards the right side. And we gaze into the opposite direction, gazing towards the left elbow. With every exhale, we're trying to release a little bit more, become a little bit heavier. Then slowly coming back towards the center, knees to chest. Give yourself a big hug. Maybe you want to even bring your forehead towards your knees, tucking into a tiny little ball. And we're finding our Shavasana, our final resting pose of the day. So we open the legs about mat wide, the feet are relaxed. Try to have a little tilt of the pelvic so the lower back is touching the floor. Hands on each side of your body, palms facing up, shoulders back and down away from your ears. And then reclosing the eyes. You may want to have a little tuck of the chin as well to make sure the back of the neck is long. Now from here, we are inviting some deeper breath. Trying to slow down our breath. And we're also trying to be completely still. Trying to resist the temptation to move or wiggle or scratch. And the more still you're going to be, the more disposed Shavasana will make you feel relaxed, make you release, and also integrate all the movement we've done. You will feel more rejuvenated at the end. Also, you might feel more flowy, feeling that you have let go of any blockages, any stress, any trapped emotion. Now very slowly I invite you to bring awareness back into your body. Start with moving maybe your fingers and your toes gently. Moving your ankle, your wrist. Maybe you move your head left and right. And then bring your legs together, bring your palms together, interlock your fingers, bring your hands over your head, palms facing away from you, and stretch from the tip of your toes to the tip of your fingers. Extend your body as much as you can. And then release, and we're rolling onto the right side of your body. So laying down to the right side of your body, keeping the eyes closed. Just taking 2 deep breaths here. Maybe having one arm under your head as a pillow. And then slowly we start making our way back up to a sitting pose. If you can, keep your eyes closed. Bring your back upright and your shoulders back and down, relax. Taking a deep breath here, maybe bring your hands in front of your heart center. With the exhale, gently release your head down. Open your eyes, gazing at the tip of your fingers. Invite gratitude into your day. Feeling grateful for yourself for showing up today for the practice of yoga. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. I hope you all have a beautiful practice and you feel more relaxed, especially into the shoulders and your neck and your upper body. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My name is Valerie from Victory Yoga, and I'm looking forward to hear from you. Have a great day. Namaste.